Hello, I want to go through the YAESU FTA-850L airband transceiver that I recently purchased. I find that this transceiver is really well made, really sturdy. I've dropped it already and it held up pretty good. So I like the big display. Although in the direct sunlight you can't read anything on it. But just covering it, you'll be able to see it just fine. Got the power button, the transceive button, the squelch button, got the volume, got the squelch control or the frequency control as such. I want to go through some of the settings here in the menu. The first thing we'll go through is through the COM. So here you can switch using this big knob through the frequencies. You can type it in. You can scan up and down previous frequencies you've used. You can go into function. You can scan all frequencies. You can do the logger too. I'm not quite sure what the logger does, but I find the scan one is quite easy to use. Let's go through another setting. Here you can switch between two different frequencies. I got the PTT locked currently. We're going to go through the memory functions. So here you can see a list of all channels that I've programmed into the transceiver. I've programmed the frequencies that I most frequently use at our airport, at Tulsa Riverside and Tulsa International Airport. Use the big button to switch between the frequencies. Now I have these frequencies organized in different folders, and I've programmed all of this through the software on the computer, which I'll make a separate video on. But to switch between folders, you'll press and hold the enter button, and then you can see it switched over to KRVS. And in here it has the frequencies that I most frequently use for that particular airport. And I can switch through them as such. If I want to go to the next folder, press and hold enter. Here's the frequencies that I most use for the Tulsa International Airport. Next folder that I have is the two VOR navigational aids that we use most frequently. That once you pick up the signal to, it will automatically display the compass and the Omni bearing selector, which I'll show you here in a little bit. Let's go to the next folder. I got ILS approaches in here. The Tulsa Riverside ILS 1 left, Tulsa International ILS 18 left, 18 right, 36 right. And then it goes back to all, and you can scan through all the frequencies. Again, one thing that I like to do is go to a particular folder. For example, if I'm at the Riverside Airport, I want to scan through the frequencies. I'll hit 2 and they'll scan through them. Now, I'm pretty far away from the airport, so I won't be able to pick up much with this antenna currently. Let's go to another menu setting. We can go into weather.
Today's low temperature was 46 degrees. The normal low is 42. The record low is 23 degrees.
We're going to go into compass.
1955.
As you start to move, it'll tell you your
Today, which brings the monthly
your
total
speed
to 9.85 inches.
and your altitude.
It's above the normal amount of 0.98 inches for November.
We'll go to navigational. So in here, if you've programmed any navigational waypoints using the computer software, you can pull these up.
Central Standard Time. At 5 p.m.
For example, I have
Airport, it was clear temperature was
KRVS, the latitude and longitude for the airport.
The wind was south at 13. The pressure was
So you can see here the latitude and longitude to the airport that I programmed in. Hit go to, and it will tell you using this dot the bearing to the airport, the distance to the airport.
In McAllister, it was clear with a temperature of 60.
That's a pretty nice feature to use. It has a timer feature. If you're doing approaches, if you're doing holds on VORs. We're going to go into the setup menu. Here's where you can go through your memory book. You can add, edit, delete, or name groups. But I find it most easy to do this on your computer. Setup. And you can go through all the settings in here. I like to have the weather alert on because when there is severe weather in the area, it will bring it up on the channel with beeping sound that there is a weather alert in your area, and you can then tune to the weather channel. But here are all the settings available. Has GPS set up. Now you can set it for it to tell you how close you are to your waypoints, and it will automatically alert you. Bluetooth setup. If you want to turn it on, and it'll scan. I don't think I have any Bluetooth devices on at the moment. We'll turn that back off. Config. We can adjust the dimmer, the lamp, the key beep, timer alarm, battery save, lock, PTT lock. Here's where I went in and locked it. If I do need to use it for communication in case of an emergency, or if I'm using it at the airport to monitor a student, I can go in here and unlock it if I wanted to. That way I can use it and communicate. And here's to reset the receiver itself. Software version. And then we're going to go all the way back. Now let's go back to my frequencies. We'll go to the tower for Riverside Airport. I want to also do the compass on. And I don't think I can pick up anything at the moment. I'm a little too far away to pick up the frequencies clearly. Let me switch to Tulsa International. Sometimes I can pick up approach. Look at the radio. The battery, you can take it in and out by using the switch, pushing in. Battery pops out. That's just nice control, and the radio itself is very, very, very sturdy, well made. BNC connector comes off like that, and it does have a rubber grommet on both ends. And it just pops in, turn it, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.